Yes, sir. We're back with another edition of Fast Break Bets presented by Betting Pros. You know me, know the voice, know the guy. It's me, really real, villain real, Terrell Furman Jr. here at your service. All right, I think I quietly jinxed myself tonight, guys. Really, really did. It was very, very subtle. Nobody else would have caught it, but because it was in my own head. But I quietly jinked myself out of a sweep here today. But a very, very good day nonetheless here in Fast Break Bets. Let's get over to what happened last episode. All right, the day started off wild because that Arkansas game. Okay, you remember how yesterday I was telling you guys about the guy I was deployed with, Master Sergeant Bridge? So I text Bridge after the game, and here's the text that I sent him immediately after the game was over. Mindful, this is a bet that I won on the hook. Never should have been that close, but I ended up winning this on the hook. I think it closed at 4.5. Arkansas, those people would have lost, and those people should really, really be upset. But I text him and I was like, I want an investigation done. The end. Look, I can't even talk. I want an investigation done after the end of that South Carolina game. Tell them to stop playing with me. I'll have the whole program wrapped up in gambling violations before they even get back to Arkansas. And he did nothing but laugh and tell me point shaving at his best and sent the hog emoji. Oh man, dude. I mean, if you didn't see the end of that Arkansas, first of all, Arkansas was up 20 points in the second half at one point. They proceed to blow the lead. Not only do they blow the lead, but they are in danger of losing the game at one point. And so they go up. What was it? It was like the last, what was it? Like 30 seconds to go? It feels like it was 30. What was it? Let me see. Yeah, it was like 30 seconds to go. And this Arkansas team was up 8 points with 30 seconds to go. No, I lied. 8 seconds. It was 8 seconds. It was like 8 seconds. 8 seconds to go. They're up 8 points. And they had that freaking BS turnover over the middle of the court that it wasn't good. It was a random half court heave for no reason in the game. Like, why are you doing that? You turned the ball over and let them go up two with like less than 5 seconds left or something, like, or go down to less than 5 seconds left or something like that. And then he goes and he gets fouled. He shoots the first free throw, makes it. He attempted to miss the second free throw. We almost lost because he tried to miss the second free throw up three with like 3 seconds to go. Just hit the free throw. Now, John Calipari came out after the game and was like, in a press conference, oh yeah, I told him to do that. I try to keep people guessing or whatever. I hope that he was being a great head coach and just falling on the sword for his guy, rather than saying, yeah, my guy messed up. There was no reason he should have been trying to miss that. Because if Calipari really told him to miss that free throw, that is one of the worst coaching errors that I ever have seen. And we almost lost a bet off of it. I am so glad that ball banked in. Like, I'm so glad that. Oh man, I am sparing you my reaction if that ball did not bank in and we lost the bet off of that play right there. I don't even know. Wow. All right, so we hit the Arkansas play. Here's where I told you I jinxed the day, because as the NBA slate was going on, I had the two late games on the slate. I had my eye over there on Josh Hart. He was trending under, and Mike Conley was doing literally exactly what he needed to do pace wise to get the assist. So Mike Conley's assist was never in doubt. He got there with 5. That was plus money. Very nice play there. Josh Hart was trending under. I'm like, oh, okay, that's good. And the Timberwolves were scored 110 points with 5 minutes to go in the game. At that moment, I was like, oh man, I really might sweep today. I said it in my mind for just a second. And I know some people are like, you're so crazy thinking that what you're thinking in your mind affect the outcome of a basketball game played thousands of miles away. But it doesn't matter to me, because why did the Timberwolves score 5 points after that moment? The moment that I said that, and it was 5 minutes to go, and they had scored 110, and I started to really, really feel good about Timberwolves scoring 117 points, is when they scored 5 points for the rest of the game. Actually, it was really like two. The last 3 points came in like the last second of the game, but it was really like two. They stopped scoring, like they stopped trying. They didn't have to. Denver was not going to win the game. Very annoyed to lose that bet. But then Josh Hart, Knicks go into overtime. Crazy ending to the Knicks game. Knicks almost blow it. Josh Hart almost blows it, moving on the inbound and actually getting called for it. And then Mikal Bridges comes back with a crazy 3-point shot. Josh Hart just barely stays under. He gets 20 points and assists, but it doesn't matter. Under is under, so I appreciate that. That puts us at a 3-1 day. Wow, it was a crazy day in hoops, man. Crazy, crazy day in hoops. All right, let's get into the 3 plays that I have to give out for you here on a Thursday in Fast Break Bets. But first, got to remind everybody about the Sean Kemp jersey. Make sure you are going over there and getting action to get into that contest for the Sean Kemp jersey. Super duper easy. All you have to do is go over to BettingPros YouTube channel. You're here already. You're listening to this podcast, or you might be listening via wherever you get your podcast. Head over to the BettingPros YouTube channel and comment on any Fast Break Bets video, and that's it. That's your entry to get a Sean Kemp signed jersey, courtesy of our friends over there at Pristine Auction. Make sure you go ahead and do that to get a chance to get that jersey. We will be giving out a lucky winner on the 18th. So that's when this is over. The contest is over on the 18th. Make sure you get it in before then. We'll be giving out a winner on the 18th. All right. Let's see here. Let's go. 3 plays I have for you. Starting off early in the day, 2:30 p.m. on the East Coast. We've got the UNC Tar Heels going up against the Wake Demon Deacons here. We've got 5.5. Wake is catching against UNC. I'm taking Wake. Taking Wake plus 5.5. I mentioned the future on UNC. I mean on Wake at 80-1, and why UNC was so much shorter odds, even though Wake had to play one less game. And maybe UNC got themselves a little bit of confidence, but Notre Dame is just a really, really bad basketball team. I probably should have faded them, but I just can't trust this UNC team right now. They haven't been really good at all in terms of on the neutral court or outside of Dean Center. Honestly, outside of Dean Center, they have not been good. They are 2-4 on a neutral court ATS this season. They are 4-7-1 on the road this season against the spread. Wake has been better, 6-6 on the road and 2-1 on a neutral site this season. I just think that Wake is the better basketball team. UNC is horrible. They struggled scoring the basketball at times, and Wake kept this a 1-point game earlier this season. They won a 1-point game against UNC. Like, they got the dub. It was a 1-point win over there. And now they're catching 5.5 here against this same UNC team. They only played one time this season. I understand that it's a nice little get back spot for UNC, especially because they lost earlier, but I don't think they're the better basketball team. I think they're getting the name brand of, hey, we're UNC. This is little brother Wake, and we're going to make them favor, but they haven't been playing better. They're not the better defense. They are better offensively, but it's really because they just kind of run up and down the floor and try to outscore teams. But I just really am not sold on this squad. I think that they're too inconsistent on offense for all the talent that they have, and they can get got. I think they very much can get got. And so I think this is also a little bit of a litmus test to Wake of, hey, we're not about to just let them come in here and run all over us. Yeah, this is Charlotte, but Wake is going to be well represented. I'm sure, yes, there is definitely going to be more UNC fans in there than Wake fans, but Wake will be represented, and I think that they'll feel their fans' energy in the building. I just need Wake to be able to shoot the ball better from 3. That's the only concern here. But Wake defends the 3 really, really well. So if they can take away UNC's 3 ball, then I think that puts them in a really, really good position for the game. And Wake has been really, really solid at the free throw line. So when it comes down to it, those free throws, that means a lot to the total. Like, I think this is a close game regardless. If UNC gets out of this game with the win, it's going to be by the skin of their teeth. It's not going to be by a blowout here. So I like Wake plus the 5.5 here. I am, of course, as always, going to sprinkle on them as a money line dog 2-1 here. I really don't think UNC should be this big of a favorite. I really don't. I think Wake is a better basketball team like that. This is a rivalry game, less of a rivalry and more of Wake little brother to big brother type thing. And so I'm backing little brother to go ahead and get one up, make this a close game. Give me Wake plus 5.5. And for the NBA plays, we are going to go over to the Los Angeles Lakers, who are playing the Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks are laying 5.5 here. 225.5 is total. And what I'm going to do here is I am going to back the total here. Because post All-Star break, both of these two teams have been really, really good defensively. And the Lakers coming off back-to-back losses, I think that they're really going to have a lot more energy defensively here. They've been the number one defense since the All-Star break. This is crazy. They traded Anthony Davis and they went up to the number one defense, but the defense has been there. They've been really, really solid. And the Milwaukee Bucks have been playing really, really well. Doc Rivers has gotten them commit on the defensive side of ball. And so I think that this is another good opportunity here where you got the Lakers playing a slower pace here, and I think that they're going to drag the pace of this game down further. I think that this is going to feel a little bit more of like a playoff game. Both Lakers coming off back-to-back losses. The Bucks are trying to really, really, really fight because they are in a dog fight in the Eastern Conference in terms of standings. Indiana is right there on them. I mean, look at the Eastern Conference standings. Bucks are 26 and 28. Indiana, not 26 and 28. I'm sorry, 36 and 28. Indiana's 36-28, and Detroit is 37-29. All of them are 18.5 games back from Cleveland. They're all fighting for positioning of who's going to get the home court advantage as the 4 seed. So I think the Bucks are going to lock in defensively and really, really make a conservative effort to try to win the game, as they always should. But I think that's just going to mean a little bit of more of a playoff atmosphere for this game, where we're going to see a lot higher defense, maybe slows the pace down a little bit, more half court sets. So I like the under in this game, and the under's been really good for these two teams since the All-Star break. 2-9 are the Lakers to the under since the All-Star break, and in their 2 back-to-backs, the first leg of their 2 back-to-backs that they've had since the All-Star break, both of those games have gone under as well. Bucks have been 5-5. So yeah, I'm gonna lean on the Lakers, control the pace here. Both of these two teams stay stout defensively. We go under 225 in this game. And for my player prop, Cam Thomas. Shouts out to Cam Thomas over there, the Brooklyn Nets. He's going to play the Chicago Bulls here, who are going to be down Lonzo Ball and Josh Giddey in this game. So defensively, I think that's going to take a hit, especially with Lonzo not being on the court. Josh Giddey provided an element of length that could have really messed with Cam Thomas there, but that's no longer an option. His points and assist line is at 25.5 over there at Bet365. Make sure you use that link, bettingpros.com/bet365, to go over there and bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets instantly over there at Bet365. Got the best line for this prop over there at Bet365, -120 for 25.5 points and assists. Prop bet cheat sheet has him projected for 30.8 here, a 74% cover probability and a 5-star bet rating. He's been over in 2 of his last 3 against the Chicago Bulls here. And since coming back from injury, he's really started to heat up. Last 5 games, 3 of the last 5, he's gone over this line. I think that this is going to be a higher scoring game, and we're going to see a lot of points here. And so I expect Cam Thomas to just continue to be a facilitator of that. He's been scoring the basketball, scoring it well. He's the number one option, and continue to find ways to get him going. And then he's been good deferring to his teammates. He's gone over 4 assists in 3 straight games against the Chicago Bulls. So I like Cam Thomas go over his points and assists here at 25.5. That is my third play. And let's go ahead and give you a little recap here, folks. We got Wake Forest plus 5.5, a little sprinkle on the money line there. Lakers, Bucks under 225.5, and Cam Thomas to go over 25.5 points and assists. Though that's what I'm doing for a Thursday in Fast Break Bets. I'm at @reallyreal__. Make sure you give me a follow on X at BettingPros on X and TikTok, at BettingPros NFL on Instagram, and YouTube.com/BettingPros, where, again, make sure you subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment, get a chance to enter and win that Sean Kemp signed jersey, courtesy of Pristine Auction. All right. With that, that's it. I don't have anything else to say. Nothing else to do. No other way of ending the podcast. Just going to end it like this. We are out of here.